seems like I did not get properly set up, and I do not have my water. So I'm going to have to get that and take care of that. Yeah, happy Easter. I did not go on any Easter egg hunts, but I do have chocolate in the house, which I will go get when I get the water just now. It is not bunny-shaped chocolate. It is also not Jesus-shaped chocolate, but it is chocolate. So, you know, that's part of it. All right, back in a second. Okay, we're going to have to ride some dragons now. Chocolate. Oh! I just went to my other monitor. Because fucking Windows. Dragon Rider is a fantasy adventure where words hold power. Weird concept. Yeah, music is kind of loud for me too. All right, tutorial. You're a dragon rider, an adventurer searching for the dragon's lair in this fantasy domain where words hold power. Desire for gold? How dare you tell me who I am? It's like Halo Reach. We have 4-letter words. What? Wait, it doesn't even have to be. I was going to make simp, but there's no M. That's not a word. That's a word. Energy +1. Why do I get energy +1? Ah! Dudes have showed up. kobold will attack me. Can I kill the kobolds? So I could just kill this guy. But I have more energy than control. How come I can't? Oh, I see. Encounters. Oh. Can I eat the Z to make him weaker? What? Oh, that shrunk my place. I don't have much in the way of vowels. I guess I can go, these cost energy. Can I use this letter? Does he attack me? Oh. No, I guess not. So I downgraded him. Treasure. So I guess it takes as much control as you have. Dude, being limited to 4-letter words is so hard. It's like It's like having your brain half amputated. Like, how do I get more letters? Oh no, a rat. Die, rat. What are all the green? That means they moved? Treasure. Oh, I want bigger letters under the treasure. Um, what are all the question marks? All right. Occupied tier 1. Oh. So it's not this letter like the enemies, it's just what it's on. Sad. I found the dragon's lair. Oh god. Dude, 4-letter words are so terrible. So I probably want this treasure before I go to the dragon's lair. Dude, this guy has so much block. Hens. I mean, plurals are bad style, dude. I don't know what to say about that. Look at all at 42. This is a weird game. If the words don't get longer, then I don't understand who this is for. Because like people who like word games want to make interesting words. Right? They don't want their brain to stay in Tarzan land. Right? Yay, I made a 3-letter word. Should I kill this guy? Screw you, buddy. Don't bother me. Die, bucko. All right. I want to get these treasures. Yeah, you better run away. Out of reach. Oh, okay. I'm a Chad, though. What is this? Hidden behind a nut. Behind what? Oh! It's wolves. Let's not bother with the wolves. Steam page has an image with 5 letters. Big time. Duel with the dragon. All right, here's what we expect. You may have seen me tweet this, but here is what we expect out of this encounter. I probably could have found a higher res version, but there you go. This is what we expect from this. I said the dragon builds a word, but you could only see its length. Like your opponent can spend energy for longer words. Okay. Is what? See, there's no time limit or anything. I got 4 XP. Misses? That's not a fucking word. Fuck you. That's not a word. Oh, God. Am I winning? I have 10 life. It's got a 4-letter word. I don't know if it's from... Like, how am I supposed to play this? Like, I have no idea what he's doing. Look, I can make the same word. What the fuck is a naze? is not a very good word. We might lose some HP. Vino, that's not a fucking word. How does he have 5 letters? Why is there a 3 here? Yeah, I saw that, and we didn't want to do that word. We could almost do donut, like donut operator. How does this guy still have 13 HP? Do I have to get his energy to 0? Is that how that... What is even happening? I'm going to argue on Reddit. How did I get a 3 pointer here? Oh, that's how much damage it does? Then... I don't know how this game works. Is blog a word in the fantasy land? I guess it is. I guess you can blog as the Dragon Rider. Zany, I'm sure that's a word in the fantasy land. He did misses again. What the fuck is wrong with this dragon? That is how a duel can end in Dragon Rider. You don't know if I'm victorious or not? I mean, should we even play the game? I got a treasure chest. I don't know what the money even does. All right, we got to fight this guy. Ow. Oh, I didn't have enough control. Incomplete. Bro. He took my energy. Screw you, buddy. I have 2 energies. Okay, we got a dragon lair coming up. We got this bucko coming up. I stole his letter. Didn't matter. Screw you, buddy. All right, do I go into dragon with 4 HP? Oh, I didn't realize this attacks me. I have severe wounds. I still have severe wounds. Oh my god. That means I can't make words. Oh, we're so hosed. Ah, I'm at 1 HP. Don't fight the dragon when you have severe wounds. How is that not a word? How is Mrs. a word? All right, we're going to do Mrs. Oh, we're dead. All right. Rip. That's Dragon Rider. Quo is a better word than Mrs. All right, should we do game development? Game development. Game development. Compiler development. We should do some compiler development and ship a new beta soon, but I was feeling game right this second, you know? I was feeling game. Cuz there's a lot of things to sort of just like plow through in the short-term future. So we're getting kind of close to having our levels figured out of what we want in the game. And this was a sort of a layout of a certain area, and all the purple, violet areas are like stuff that's not figured out. And then of the areas that are not colored that way, they're also kind of old and just need a revamp. And so I just wanted to get a start looking at like what is here. Like none of this is playable right now that you're looking at. So we want it closer to playable. What the hell is this? Okay, we decided for some reason we don't like that level. Sad. we deleted most of these. So what have we got here? We've just got 2. Yeah, those are buttons. That's oh, that's these levels. These are good levels. But okay, this note, well, I mean, this isn't really about the gate. It's not really about the gate. So what I would say is this whole screen could get scrubbed unless there's something more appropriate there. Are we adding chicken jockeys? We might. That might be just what this needs. Mirrors river diversion monsters. Like, I don't know how much in the way of what is going on here? Dude, we need to fucking work on our... Alright. So I know these levels. High skip V3 PVL'd, alright. Mega clone V2. Yep. Yep. Alright. And then I don't know where those are gonna go. Alright. This one was stasis 0. Yeah. Guess we got rid of that. Okay, I gotta put laundry in the laundry. But basically, I just want to look through here and like identify groups of things that are not figured out. I mean, the purple is things that are not figured out, but ideally we want to like coalesce them with other levels that they would go well with. And then from there, we can like design the screens. So this is, oh God. Forgot about that level. Okay, so these two are related. We're just going to connect them. And then this one. And then what's this one? Movable button. Well, this is also... Okay, these are all movable button. This is goal kick. So we kind of want... Like, this level's easy to play, although... All right. We sort of have to chart out which level do we want to go first. I feel like it's... Like, we want a sequence that's like these two, and then this one, and then this one, because it's not really buttons, but it goes after. So that's fun. And then... Yeah, this one could be a little separate extra. All right, let me do the laundry. and I'll be back in a second. A lot of these levels, a lot of these overworld areas could be better, if I'm being honest. And I am. Yeah, back in a second. Any questions? Technical questions? Design questions? Anyone? Anyone? No, I just joined. How do you tell when a puzzle is not good and when it's good? Well, part of it is just experience. When you have experience, you're both better at judging and just better at having ideas that are good in the first place. However, it does happen that sometimes I get really into it and I'm like, oh, this is good. And then I look at it later and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, that is still a thing. And just time. Giving yourself time. I PVL'd this, so we're not necessarily going to do that. Okay. All right, we just looked at those. Hyperjump 3, what was that? Yeah, that's not a thing. Okay. Hyperjump. Hyperjump. Hyperjump in a flash. Lily rotation surprise. Okay, well these were Lily rotation, right? Wait, what was the Lily rotation that we were looking at? We were looking at something and Patrick was like, this is about Lily rotation and it could go with other ones. Where were we looking that it said that? Oh, it's here. In a flash. In a flash, all back. Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. Yeah, we don't... I mean, I think Patrick was assuming that things are more firm than they are. They definitely are not, especially at this point. So we're going to put these next to each other just because that's what's going on. We're trying to gravitate the things toward each other. All right, what are these? Baby dragon. Magnitudes, okay. I get it. Baby dragon. Baby dragon. Okay. What is this? Crystal Island. Oh. Yeah, okay. The fences are messy. We got rid of the fences, I guess. All right. Come on, bro. Okay, Crystal Island. Where does that go? That is... I mean, it's... Why do you say it's not a level entry? It's literally right there. Is it marked weird? Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna put that over here. That's Mirror Isles. So part of the thing that's going on now as well is like there's so many little areas like ugh, right? So we're just going to delete some of these. It'll be fine. We're just reducing what our brain is being assaulted by when we look at the screen. Mentioned I had an issue with multiple solution puzzles. Do I think the same view applies to games like Deus Ex, where the game loses something by allowing too many possible solutions? I mean, I have a bigger problem with Deus Ex. I mean, the original one was good because this was all new at the time. But there have been several sequels and all that. And the problem with Deus Ex is there's always 3 ways to do everything. You shoot things, people. You hack computers. Or you crawl through vents, right? And that's actually very boring. That's even worse than puzzles that have multiple solutions, because you already know what the solutions are. So like the last Ubisoft Deus Ex that I played, I forget which one it was. It's so fucking forgettable. The only thing I remember about the Ubisoft Deus Exes was the clothes that the characters wore were all cool. Like they actually put thought into that. But the gameplay was just horrendously boring because there's always 3 solutions to everything, and it doesn't really matter what you do. Do I still plan on sharing details of my diet on Twitter? Yeah, at some point. I'm still experimenting with it and figuring it out. How do you handle weird render resolutions? So what the game is supposed to do, and I haven't tested this in a while because this is one of those things where I wrote the code and then people fucked with it without talking to me, so I might have to go fix it again. But basically, there's a minimum and maximum rectangle that we have, where the minimum rectangle is basically 16 by 9, and it's like, this will be visible on every platform, on every aspect ratio. So you make sure that all the puzzle elements fit within that when you design the level and set up the camera, right? And then there's another rectangle outside of that that's like, this is margin that could be visible on various platforms or various window sizes or whatever, depending on just what's the aspect ratio and whatever, right? And so for any aspect ratio, all right, so the question is the aspect ratio taller than 16 by 9 or wider than 16 by 9? I mean, obviously, if it's exactly 16 by 9, you just draw the 16 by 9 rectangle and you're done, right? Okay, if it's taller than 16 by 9, then you add vertical margin, right, up until you run out, and then you letterbox on the top and bottom, right? And if it's wider than 16 by 9, you add horizontal margin until you run out, and then you letterbox, right? How do you make sure there is not any alternative solution to a puzzle which makes a puzzle bad pointless? 2 things. One, you test the puzzle. You have playtesters play it, And if they solve it in a weird way, you try to deal with that. 2, though, is you try to make your puzzles as simple as possible, which makes them better anyway. Because if puzzles are really complicated, they could be really hard to figure out no matter what. So if you try to minimize the number of elements in the puzzle, it's a stronger statement because it's easier for people to see and understand and see the point of. And there's just fewer degrees of freedom, like in terms of you not being able to predict what's going to happen when these objects go together. Yeah, so the outer rectangle, the second rectangle is okay, so again, so the inner rectangle is all gameplay critical things are inside the inner rectangle, right? And then the outer rectangle is we must be able to render the outer rectangle at all times and it won't look bad. But nothing gameplay critical lives there, right? And then you just take all your common aspect ratios and you use those to help determine the outer rectangle, right? So like, okay, we want 4x3, right? We want something wider than 16:9, like some of the phones. So you make sure that those are in there and then you just sort of have your outer rectangle. There is some control where I could show that to you, but I forget the key press, and also I think people fucking fucked it up again, and I have to go fix it again. Like, it's infuriating to hire people and pay them millions of dollars, and then they fuck up your very thoughtful thing that you did with something that they didn't think very hard. It makes me so angry, and it's happened so many times. It's fucking unbelievable, guys. Like how little, I almost want to say how little respect I get from other programmers, but that's not it exactly. Like people don't think of it that way. They don't think they're being like time-wasting, disrespectful assholes, but they are. So call a spade a spade. I'm just going to delete things that I don't even know what they are anymore. Nobody currently working for us is doing that. This is all stuff that happened in the past. But man, dude, this has been a hard development. I tell you what, I'll be happy when it's done. The game is really good, but it's been a hard development. Not only because it just took a long time. Like anytime something takes this long, it's obviously hard. But there's just been a lot of water under the bridge in terms of stuff that happened that I did not love. All right. So this screen I could do without a redesign or what. Okay. So that's a level I did. That's a level I did. That's a level I did. This is not a level I did, but I remember it. And this is, I think, yeah, that's a Zach level, I think. So, yeah, I think this is all good. And then what's this one? Yeah. Well, I mean, we have skipping with... So... Interesting. I mean, these are a little more like each other than this one. So I'm going to like put these together with that down in the corner. Let's put that a little further. These could all be together though. That's fine. What is this? Cyan beam with little, oh, that level. Yeah, I guess that's more about lilies, but that would mean, yeah, no, that's in the right place. No, this is crazy. Crazy. Yep. Yep. Okay. I mean, but okay, so these are, here's the thing. These are just skipping related. Let's like try to lay this out. These are skipping related. These are skipping plus rapping. And so he's the DJ, I'm the rapper. Like this level was down here because it's like endpoint beam related. I mean, okay, wait, that's endpoint. Maybe this is mislabeled. Wait, that's endpoint. That's endpoint. Oh. That's why these were there. So this is not accurate. Okay, this one. No, they're literally all endpoints. So these notes are maybe a little out of date. All right, so we're just going to say skipping plus endpoint. Okay, fine. What are these? Duality. Duality. So these could be like on their own screen. Like this is a special concept. Now these are skipping stones and promised. So these are a little bit in the wrong place. Well, they're kind of okay. They're kind of okay. They could be anywhere around in this quadrant, really. Okay. Bottleneck. I mean, that's heroes and mirrors for sure. Okay, what did I do here? Oh God. Yeah. All right, these little towers are going to go away, so we could change that as well. So bottleneck, I mean, we don't know exactly where that's going to go, but we'll sort of put it there. That might go with some other things. We're just moving it more in the direction. No, so, okay, that was written when this level had clones, but we took the clones out. I mean, this could go in, we just have enough ground floor levels, I think. But it could go ground floor. Okay. If you know where you want your character to move, can you make it so you just teleport there instead? No. No. When a code base gets big enough, it gets hard to know all the different parts of it. Was this something that they broke on purpose? Here's what I would say is I remember a complaint that somebody had about it. I'm not sure if this was a legitimate complaint because I only heard about it after the fact. But like, it's a relatively, it was like a, not that much code. It's like a 30-line function or something. I don't even know, right? And it's just like when somebody wrote the whole code base originally and you're going to change their stuff, you should talk to them, right? Assuming they're still at the company, especially if they run the company, you should talk to them, right? And like, maybe you don't understand the constraints and all that and like what is happening. And it's just, that's happened over and over is the thing. Like, that's one example, but it happened over and over. Yeah, this part of the game that we're looking at is late game. So obviously it doesn't have art yet because like we're still changing it around. If you try and do art and then we keep changing it around, you're wasting the time of the art team because they're trying to make it look nice and then you screw it up and then they try and make it look nice again and they screw it up. And yeah, wrapping mirror. Why is wrapping mirrors there? That is not remotely the right place for that. But that's fine. That's what we're doing, is fixing these things. Okay. So these, it's supposed to autofocus back on the levels, but that doesn't work very well here for reasons. Okay, this really should be like out here somewhere. I don't know. Just not where it was. Okay. Cool. What's this? Okay, that's like a one-off trick. Let's just put that there. I don't know. That's not... Dude, what is your problem with this level? All these levels I've opened. Bro. Oh. So what? All right. Okay. So I just screwed up and didn't save after a couple edits and closed it. So we got to do this again. Bro, what is happening? All right. Okay. Must be a post-WrestleMania stream. I didn't know the Hulkster had a show tonight. Okay, so that's PVL'd. Battle Royale, Ice Climbers. Okay. That's in about the right place. The game always seems small when I look at the level entries, and then you actually look. So, like, we could go level entry, select all, filter coord Z minus 100 to minus 10. So there's 165 levels here. Which is about the right number, but it sure doesn't seem like that many. Wrapping mirror 2. All right. Fine. I might go to bed soon because I got to wake up early because I got frickin' jury duty tomorrow. I'm going to show up at 8:15 in the morning and I'm going to say guilty. Okay, what? Right, so these are before we redesign these. All right. Cool. Cool. Yeah, you just show up when they say, are you going to be a reasonable juror and stuff? Just say, dude, I think the dude's guilty. He looks guilty to me. All right, so that one, I mean, it's kind of in the right place, but honestly, I think there, or even further west, honestly. Okay. Some of these levels probably can go together. Yeah, I mean, maybe Maybe this is all the initial gather that we really need to do. Because I'm not seeing a lot of like rando purple areas. So maybe that's that. And I just need to start designing, right? I mean, I probably would like to redesign that screen because I think it's messy and weird. I probably would like to redesign this, etc. Maybe I could design this to not give things away. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. But I just sort of would go to screen. Like this one's a good place to start because it's like we've got a couple levels. We've got a concept for what's happening here. Can that concept abide 3 more levels? Maybe not. It's kind of a tight concept. But, you know, I would just work on that and see how it goes. How many blocks can you fall before you start taking fall damage? Infinity blocks. Infinity blocks. Dude, how much damage did Phoenix Wright do to everybody's brain by making people think you're supposed to shout objection when you disagree with the claims made during a court case? So these 2 levels, I'm going to move these out of here. Those are their own thing, like David S. Pumpkins. So this whole thing probably can get deleted. I'm going to leave it up for a bit because we're just going to see. We're just going to see if we have a reason to keep this. But yeah, this is what I'm going to do is just sort of go. I'm going to go from location to location where it looks like we have levels and just revise them, right? Oh, dude, I don't even remember this one. I do now. Oh, yeah, this is a new one that I did. All right. This one I got to work on some more. It's a kind of a good idea, but it's kind of messed up. Yeah, I mean, there used to be a bunch of levels and we replaced them with 1 level. And so now maybe this awesome pit doesn't make sense. Like that we have a giant ball pit. So to speak. Maybe I should shrink the ball pit. So is this spoilers? I mean, a little bit, but you know, this will change mostly. I kind of like this room. I remember liking this room. We'll see if it holds up. Why do we have a water resetter? Anyway. Okay, yeah, all these are good. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's gone. All right, so this is fine. Maybe these two levels are related. It's just like I like the concept of this screen. I could try to streamline it. This one, like I'm not sure I love it. Like maybe we could come up with a better concept for that screen. Okay. This was kind of a cool thing. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this is salvageable. Yeah, see this screen? I could think of some fun things to do here. It's just this concept that I did, it's sort of about putting a block somewhere. But I'm so like a lot of what you'll end up doing is accidentally redirecting rivers, and that's not really the answer to anything. And so it's kind of a messy puzzle. And I think there's a much better concept for this. Although, I'm not sure it's possible to do. Like, the reason it worked in the levels that you go into is because it didn't have to be arranged in a circle like this. Like, if you have a path on the outside and a path on the inside, the one on the inside, by definition, has to be shorter. I suppose you might be able to make it half the distance so that things are lined up and then they break apart and then they're lined up and then they break apart. Maybe that will have to be how it is. And let's try doing something here. So it's like, like even if I start them out here, so what I'm thinking is that we have a little 2x2. But even here, like once we get to the corner, one of these will outpace the other. Unless I put extra distance on the inside. Maybe we have a snaky McSnake to eat up the extra, because right from here it's 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3, 5 to get to the same place. So the problem is you can't really match. Well, we could have a long side and just line them up just for that side. And then the inside is half the distance, and so they break up and then they don't break up. Let's just try that. Let's just not even worry about the resetters yet. We're going to put these here. And we're going to try to make this going to make it longer. Is this a good idea? I don't know, man. I just work here. All right, so longer. And then you'll get off on the bottom. Go back that way. Oh, but okay, hold on. The other part of this is the outer one. Either the inner one has to have more or the outer one has to, yeah. Because they have to be a factor of 2. Or 3 even, but we're going to go for 2. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 20. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 22, 28. So we need to add 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Is that right? Or does that somehow have extras? I don't know. We're just working on this part. We don't care about anything else yet. Okay, this is, however, slightly hosed. Okay. Come on, game. Don't run out of descriptors. Ah! Got a negative duration remain. What is that? That's a very weird error. Bro! I hosed my level. Negative duration remainder. Check remainder. This is my code. Like what? Wait. Why is this a macro? Oh, because we only do it. Right, we don't do it in an all-consuming else clause. All right. We gotta see what is going on. Oh, it might exit. I don't know if we have a breakpoint there, but we will set breakpoint. Oh, you know what? We have two lily pads on top of each other, probably. Yeah, see that? So I think I maybe pasted one on top of the other or something, and this is... So this is not really something that's supposed to be physically possible. So we will just... supported, is this a word? Listen, when you're programming, anything that you want to be a word becomes a word. Yeah, see, it's messed up. So let's fix this. We're in debug build, so that's sad. Mr. Streamer, why? Why is the frame rate? No, 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 no. Weird. Are these in different movement groups? Bro, okay. You know what? I think we have... I think we have schmutzes from old save game. Like, that could definitely happen. Okay, there we go. That's what we want to see. All right, so it's broken apart. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. I'm not sure I believe these are coming back together, but maybe. Maybe. Do I believe? Do I believe? Oh, you gotta believe. It's like Parappa. You gotta believe. See, then you could even start them out of phase. You could start them out of phase. Wait, was it Parappa who gotta believe, or was it Lady Parappa? I forget Lady Parappa's name. Lammy, yeah. Okay. Parappa said he gotta believe. All right, well, he can believe. So, I kind of want to have a thing where See, I don't want it to be too complicated, right? Simple is good. The reason I wanted it to be a little 2D nugget like that is there could be an obstacle on there that you hide behind to protect you from dragon breaths. And that would be the concept. But it's like doing all this for 3 levels seems kind of unsustainable, but sometimes that's how it be. The thing is, the reason to have it be 2D is like the little block is on the corner, and you sort of dodge from 2 directions. But I don't know how to make that work, actually. One direction is easy. Oh, maybe... I mean, I want it to be a 2D thing, though. If you only need to hide from one direction, it could just be 2 lilies next to each other. Maybe that's the way to go. But I want the 2 direction. 1 direction, 2 direction, 3 direction, 4. So if you imagine there's an obstacle on the southwest lily. Actually on the southeast lily. So then, if there's dragons on the right breathing left, I could hide behind it. And then, as I come down here, and I want to get off to the east. Yeah, you know, I mean, let's go a little further with this. Let's just see what happens. So we've got this. We're going to have a Panzer Dragoon here. And we're going to have a Panzer Dragoon here. And we're going to just, so that you don't get breathed on across the map, we're going to put little walls. All right. Now the problem is this is not we need to be like over here. And you need to get here without getting breathed on, and we didn't give ourselves enough room for that. But no, see, that guy's on the... We could put him like 1 off the screen. Maybe that's a little bit bad style, but it would still work. Anyway, so we're also going to put a rock. Like one of these. All right. Now, you can, again, I guess, divert the river and break everything. So I don't know if I love that, but okay. All right, so we want this guy to be on the south of the outer. I guess, yeah, every time the outer comes around, we're fine. So I can go here, hide here. Oh, I went too soon. And then I go there. And then I get off and go to the next thing. I think this works. I think this is our concept. I like it better than the old thing. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. So would happen is yeah. So we'll just have, this is the first level. See, I guess you just come in over here. I guess like this is not a thing. Like we might move this relative to everything else later. But the point being, all right, you come here, you do this. This will melt some of these. All right. This is just raft. All right. So we do that. And the reset dude is going to be up here. Oops, what happened there? This will reset the water. We need it. Because you might screw up. We'll put this in a nice place here. And this probably has many invalids IDs. Yes. Let's put the water one first. And then we will put, so this guy doesn't, he's untouchable. And here we could put a very designated place where you get off. And then these are there. Okay. Now, how do you leave? I mean, I guess you could walk away down here. And that'll be guarded by this second level. So you need to solve that to go on. Okay, and then so we need some reset holios. Let's get these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are each going to be separated by 2 IDs because I never fixed the thing. So whoops, wrong thing. So 6-1, 6-3, 6-5, 6-7, 6-9. All right. So let's delete this. That is no longer a thing. All this is no longer a thing because we're not guarding against anything as far as I know. I don't know, maybe some stuff that sketch could happen there, but all right. Here we go. All right. Oh, the lily pads did not get frozen. Why? Interesting. Oh, because those need to be down, I guess. I guess that's how that works. I should know, I programmed it. All right, here we go. So, oh, we didn't put the resets. You got to put the lotion in the basket. All right? If you want to succeed in the game industry, you must put the lotion in the basket. All right. Here we go. Boom. We solve the level. Boom. Boop, 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 boop. Ta-da! Solve, solve. And we have a screen. All right, great. Great, 3 levels down out of 150. We only have to do that 50 times. But you know, this was a late night stream. If you do 5 of those a day for 10 days, that's 50 times. Video games. So here we deleted all the levels, which is sad, but I don't know, maybe we'll have something that's going to go there. I like this little puzzle. Yeah, I like that much better than the old thing that I had there. Although maybe I'll wake up and say that sucks. All right, we're going to take the W. I'm going to go to bed and get ready for jury duty. Overworld tweaks. So this is an open world kind of puzzle in essence. Is this what you want to do? What do you mean, is this what I want to do? What kind of a question is that? What? What? Is this what you want to do? I mean, did you not see me doing it? Do you think that I'm like under duress in terms of what I put into a video game? You don't want to interpret, decide what my aim... I mean, if I make a certain type of thing and I sit there on a stream for an hour making something, you could presume that I want to be making it, or at least that I'm strongly thinking about that. I mean, do you think it's like by accident that I did that? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. All right. Anyway, there's still a bunch of stuff to do, but the game really is coming together. This stuff that we're working on now is relatively late game. And, you know, still there's a bunch of tweaks to be done to earlier in the game and stuff, but they are more like tweaks and not massive redos. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see you all later.